Mommy!
My sweet, it's windy. Don't catch a cold.
Ira daughter for 7 years. Isn't related to me. Then, where the hell did they take my Rin child?
It all started 5 days ago with this diary. Mrs. Crowley, Miss Morris wrote something strange in art class. I thought you should see it.
I have 2 moms. One has curly hair, and one has straight hair. Straight hair mommy stays home like a nanny and takes care of us. Curly hair mommy loves us from far away.
Still looking at Leona's sketchbook? Kids scribble nonsense. You don't have to take it seriously.
Arthur, do you know what day it is?
What day? Work has been insane lately. My head's all over the place.
Happy 9th anniversary.
Limited edition! Honey, you're too good to me. Mwah. Put it on for me, okay?
And my gift?
I've been buried in work and totally forgot. I'll make it up to you, I swear.
Daddy never forgets a special day. He always picks out gifts for curly hair mommy. Daddy says when you love someone, the thought you put into surprising them what matters most.
9 years of marriage. I stepped back to take care of Leona and support him, and he never once got me an anniversary gift. I told myself he just didn't care about gestures. But was that really the truth? Arthur, are you hiding something from me?
Hiding what? Why would you ask me that out of nowhere? What could I possibly be hiding? Wait, is this about that? A fairy tale written by a 7-year-old and you're actually buying it?
A fairy tale?
What else? Curly hair mommy? Straight hair mommy? Leona can barely remember where she left her homework. You think she can make up some elaborate story? You've just been home too long, obsessing over the kid all day. That's why your mind goes to weird places.
Is that so?
I'll have someone book you a massage tomorrow and invite a few of the society ladies for tea. You used to love shopping with them, remember?
Arthur, I never said this was about Leona's drawing.
Then why ask me that?
I had a dream. You were with someone else.
You're taking a dream seriously? Oh, Sarah.
Arthur, your eyes drift when you lie. Do you even realize that?
I've got work these next few days. I'm going to sleep.
After Leona was born 7 years ago, Arthur said he was afraid he'd roll onto the baby, so he suggested separate beds. Leona grew up, but he never came back. Tonight, he won't wake up. Arthur always said the study held confidential company files and outsiders weren't allowed in. An outsider? After 9 years, I finally asked myself, what am I in this house? Unlocked? Did he forget, or did he think I'd never come in? Clean. Too clean. Nothing here. Everything looks normal. Am I really overthinking this? This was from the welcome party that day. He said we would be the happiest family in the world. September 12th? That date feels so familiar. There you are, curly hair mommy.
Daddy says curly hair mommy deserves all the nice things, and straight hair mommy doesn't. So the designer bags in straight hair mommy's closet are all fake. The real ones were sent to curly hair mommy a long time ago.
Mrs. Crowder, we checked. These pieces are high-end knockoffs. We also found some of your originals pawned for cash. The payer was Maya Lopez.
Keep the transaction records.
Who were you calling this late?
A friend. You've been coming home later and later.
Christmas is coming, and the land development negotiations are piling up. Everything hit at once. Sarah, I know I've been neglecting you. Once this rush is over and Leona's inheritance at the company is settled, we'll take a proper family vacation.
You're so thoughtful.
It's nothing. All for this family. I'm going to shower.
Of course. What's the password?
There's no way they haven't been in contact.
Honey, why are you calling at this hour? Arthur? Bad signal?
So you block her after every call. Damn, Arthur, you're really clever. 12 years? Arthur and I have only been married 9 years. That's Leona. That's my watch. The bag, the dress, the necklace. Oh my God, all of it is mine.
12 years. They've been together for 12 years. My marriage was a lie. No, something still doesn't add up. No mistress truly loves her rival's child. Unless...
Arthur always said Leorca looked like me. Back then, I was so blinded by love that I never questioned it. Not one thing about her looks like me.
Mommy Maya, I miss you.
I need the truth. If Leoila isn't my child, then where the hell did they take my real child?
Mrs. Crowley, the DNA comparison is underway. The report will be ready in 2 hours.
Okay.
Heading out?
Yeah. Sarah, I need to ask you something.
What?
Did you touch my phone?
Your phone? Oh, Leona used it to play games yesterday. Did she tap something?
That call looks like Leona made it. Never mind. Leona probably hit it by accident.
Where are you going?
Chicago. We have partners there, so I'll be away for 5 days. Leona said she wants to come, so I'll pick her up after school and take her with me.
Perfect. We haven't gone anywhere as a family in ages. I'll come too.
No!
What's wrong?
It's not convenient. It's a work trip. Bringing family looks bad. Kalus might think I'm using company money vacation.
Fine. I'll wait for you both to come back.
Once Leona's inheritance is finalized next week, we'll make up for it with a real vacation.
Daddy!
Hey, sweetheart.
Are we going to pick up Mummy Maya?
Shh. Keep your voice down. Miss her?
Yes. I'm so sick of being Mummy Sarah every day. Mom!
Baby! I missed you so much. Did you miss me?
So much. Daddy says the jewelry and bags at home are fake. Straight hair mommy only deserves fakes. Curly hair mommy gets the real ones. Mommy, Daddy said nobody can bother our family trip this week.
Arthur, she won't find out, will she?
No, she trusts me completely.
9 years. It took me 9 years to see the man sleeping beside me. The daughter I raised for 7 years isn't related to me.
Sarah? Sarah, I love you. I promise to take care of you and love you with all I have for the rest of my life. Will you marry me?
Arthur.
Honey, I will make you the happiest person in the world.
Leona isn't my child. Then where the hell did they take my baby?
Are you okay, miss?
I'm fine. What happened to your eye?
Nothing.
Did someone hurt you? Let me take you to a hospital.
No, ma'am. I just fell by accident. This was a reward I got. You can have it, ma'am.
7 years. Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Mallory.
Mallory?
Ma'am, I should go back. I hope you feel better. Have a good day.
She looks about Leona's age. This is no time to cry. I have to find my child. Are you sure Hawthorne will announce Leona's company inheritance at her birthday party next week?
Hawthorne has never liked me, but who cares? As long as Leona is a Crowley child, that inheritance is hers.
A Crowley child, as if Leon actually has anything to do with that family.
Maya, we agreed never to talk about that.
I know. I'm just wondering how much longer I have to wait before I can stand beside you in the open.
It's arranged. Next week, you'll join as my assistant. Then you can be by my side openly.
Really?
When have I ever lied to you?
By the way, I took care of the other child.
What child?
You know exactly which one. I found buyers. A wealthy couple, their son needs healthy organs, and Mally is a match.
Maya, are you saying...
Arthur, wake up. If Sarah finds out that child exists, what do you think she'll do? Everything will blow up. I won't let anyone destroy everything we fought for. That kid has to disappear.
Fine. Do it your way.
Mrs. Crowley, this is Janice Verga. Janice Verga, 7 years ago, you handled my delivery. And you helped Maya Lopar switch the babies, didn't you?
Mrs. Crowley, I don't know what you're talking about.
Your daughter is about to start at Wharton Corp, isn't she? Good grades? She should get in. But if something unexpected happened, do you think it would still go smoothly?
Please, no. Mrs. Crowler, please. She worked so hard. Please don't ruin her life.
So you ruined my child instead?
I'm sorry. My daughter's now was diagnosed with back cancer, and I needed money. I had nowhere to turn. Maya came to me and said she'd give me $200,000 if I helped her.
So you do know what it means to be a mother? I only mentioned your daughter's future and you fell apart. What about me? Where did you send my child?
Tell me, where is my child?
At Hope Haven Foster Center. It was funded under the Crowley name.
What did you say?
Maya's cousin has been the director there. The child has been there the whole time. Over the years, I often brought the girl small things. This is her photo. Mrs. Crowley, I can go to prison, but please don't hurt my daughter.
This was a reward I got. You can have it, ma'am. I hope it makes you feel better.
She's my child? Maya told the center to give her special care. She went hungry half the time, her clothes never fit, and she was always covered in bruises. But that kid is a real hard work, and so thoughtful, too. I'm sorry.
Special care must... Annie, get the car. We're going to Hope Haven. Yes, Mrs. Crowley. Mallory, these are going to be your new parents.
They don't actually want to adopt me.
What nonsense are you talking about?
The other kids told me they just want to take my heart for their child.
Oh, Mallory, don't listen to those kids. They're only saying that because they don't want you to leave. Your new parents are taking you to a better life.
Really?
Of course. Go on.
Come here, sweetheart. Come to Mama. Ms. Reyes, we'll be going now.
Okay. Take care. Mrs. Reyes, someone is here. It's Mrs. Crowley.
Mrs. Crowley? What is she doing here?
He hid my child in a facility funded by the Crowley family. No one would think to look here. Arthur, you really planned this well. Annie, run a background check on Marla. I want it in 30 minutes. Yes, Mrs. Crowley.
Mrs. Crowley, welcome. What brings you here today?
I'm looking for someone. Looking for who? This child, Mallory. She found out? No. I have to warn Maya. Mallory? Oh, the children have a field trip today. They should be back in about 2 hours. Would you mind waiting? In an hour,
They'll be on the plane. Too late to stop them.
Okay. Please have a seat. I'll step out to make a call.
What's wrong? Mallory got adopted. Isn't that a good thing? But I heard the people taking her are bad.
Kids, the Mallory you're talking about, is it this girl?
Yeah, that's her.
Where is she now?
She got taken away. I overheard Mrs. Reyes on the phone. They said they were going to take Mallory's heart and put it in someone else.
Mrs. Crowdy, I've got it. Marlon Reyes is Maya Lopez's cousin.
Family. Should I call the police? Not yet. I need to get the truth out of her first.
Pick up. Come on, pick up! Oh, shit. Mrs. Crowley?
Ms. Reyes, I'll ask you one more time. Where is Mallory?
She went on a field trip.
Tell me, where is my child?
She really went on a field trip. She'll be back in 2 hours.
Marlant, start talking.
Mrs. Crowdy, please don't. She's on the way to Austin Airport. The flight leaves in less than an hour.
Watch her. Don't let her contact anyone. Understood.
This was a reward I got. You can have it, ma'am. I hope it makes you feel better.
I'm sorry. These 7 years must have been so hard for you. I'm sorry I didn't figure it out sooner.
Flight AC 1657 will depart in 50 minutes. Passengers, please prepare for boarding.
Shit! 15 minutes. Say.
The couple adopted Mallory to harvest her organs. Their son was suffering from organ failure and needed a transplant, and Mallory was a perfect match.
So they're taking her for surgery?
Yes. Flight AC 1657 starts boarding in 30 minutes.
Got it.
Sarah, I love you. I promise to take care of you and love you with all I have for the rest of my life. Will you marry me?
Arthur.
Honey, I will make you the happiest person in the world. Ma'am, are you okay? The ambulance is on its way.
Mallory.
Sweetheart, it's time to go. Has the latest flight to the States taken off? Ma'am, the latest flight to the States departed 5 minutes ago. Would you like me to check the next one?
What?
The next flight is in 2 hours. Would you like me to book it for you?
Hello?
Sarah, I'd like you to accompany Leona and me to the charity gala next week.
What does a charity gala?
Everyone in our circle will be there, and with Leona's birthday party next week, you should make an appearance with her beforehand.
Arthur, I don't want to talk about this right now. I have something to handle. Bye.
She's usually excited to go out with Leona. What's with her today?
Book me a ticket to the States. The earliest flight. Of course, ma'am.
The couple adopted Mallory to harvest her organs. Their son was suffering from organ failure and needed a transplant, and Mallory was a perfect match.
I'm sorry, Mallory. I'm so sorry.
Ma'am, why are you crying again? Don't cry. Have a candy. Lady, you're hugging too tight.
Mallory, there you are. Why did you run off? Move!
No, ma'am, they're bad people. Please help me.
Are we really gonna kill this little girl?
Phil, we're one step away from saving our son. Don't get soft now. Once we land, she goes straight into surgery. We can't screw this up.
I heard you. You want to take my heart. You're bad people.
Stop talking nonsense. Come with us now. Who are you? What do you think you're doing?
I won't let you take her. Miss Crowley. You have two choices. Walk out on your own or leave in handcuffs. Hold them. Don't let them contact anyone.
Yes.
Ma'am, you just said you're my mom, but I don't have a mom. Are you really my mom?
Yes, I'm your mom.
Are you going to take something from my body too? I'm scared it'll hurt.
You do have a mom, your mom. I'm sorry. Mommy came too late.
I will never let anyone take you away again.
Dad, this is my daughter.
Sweetheart, welcome home. I'm your grandpa.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's talk inside. Victoria is waiting for you.
Sarah! My sweet. Mom, I'm okay. Hello, I'm Victoria, your grandma.
Hello?
Mrs. Crowley.
Take her to wash up first. Use Leona's clothes for now.
Yes, Mrs. Crowley.
Sweetheart, go rest and have something to eat first.
Dad, Mom, I'm sorry. I've made you worry all these years.
That doesn't matter right now. What are you going to do?
I've already gathered some evidence. The DNA test, asset transfer records, testimony from the foster center. I'm going to leave him with nothing.
I'll handle the legal side. The family's legal team is ready whenever you are.
I'll assign people to investigate. Every piece of evidence must be preserved.
What is her name?
Mallory.
Mallory?
No one at Hope Holler ever bothered to change it.
Then from this day on, her last name is Crowley. As for her first name...
No. Her name stays Mallory Crowler. She was born a Crowler, and I want that name back where it belongs.
Good. Mallory Crowley.
I'll go up and see her first.
Madam, sir.
What happened?
I was helping the little girl change, and she's covered in marks, bruises over bruises, some fresh, some old.
What kind of injuries?
Everywhere. Her arms, her back, her legs. Some have already scabbed over, some are still purple. This has been going on for a long time.
Those bastards!
Arthur, every scar on her body is going on your bill.
Sarah, breathe. The doctor is on her way. We document every injury, every bruise, every damn thing they did to her.
Mom's right, I'm going upstairs to see her now.
Calvin, where's the doctor? Still on her way, Mr. Crowley. Wait at the front door. The second she arrives, bring her in. Yes, Mr. Crowley.
Okay, where are you two sneaking me off to?
Eyes closed. Careful, there's a step.
Mommy, I saw you peek.
I didn't. Mommy kept my eyes closed.
Almost there. All right. Open your eyes. Do you like it?
Happy birthday, Mommy! I bought these with my own allowance.
I love it. Thank you, baby.
Happy birthday, honey.
Thank you. I'm so happy. When I'm with you two, I keep wishing this could be our real life. No hiding, no pretending, just us.
You are my real life. Give me one more week. Once the inheritance is locked in, I'll give you the wedding I should have given you years ago.
Bigger than Sarah's?
Sarah's wedding was politics. Yours will be love.
Sarah, so what if you're of noble birth? Your husband isn't truly yours, and neither is your daughter. You're so pitiful.
All right, presents. Leon and I spent forever choosing them.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, this is impossible to find. You really hunted it down for me?
For you? Always. Do you love it?
I do. Put it on me?
Of course.
How does it look?
Beautiful.
Mommy, you're so pretty!
Look at you, saying all the right things.
Mommy, open mine next. Mine is better than Dad's.
Is that a challenge, my sweet?
Bring it here. Let's see.
Right. Today's Sarah's birthday too, isn't it?
I would have forgotten if you hadn't said it.
Call her. Keep it sweet and short. The inheritance announcement is next week, and we can't have Sarah feeling neglected.
You're right. You always see the whole board.
Happy birthday, honey.
Lena, come say happy birthday to your mom.
I don't want to.
Lena, don't be rude.
Go on, honey. It'll be over in a second.
Happy birthday.
That was barely a sentence.
I don't want to.
Be sweet. Mommy wants a yacht. Ask her for it, okay?
Fine.
Good girl.
We're away right now, and shipping a gift back is a hassle. Let's skip presents this year. You already have everything, Sarah. One less gift won't kill you.
Funny. Buying gifts for his mist with my money never seems to be a hassle. 9 years of anniversaries, birthdays, every little detail handled by me. And in their eyes, I was the help with a trust fund. I should have thrown that devotion in the trash.
Then we're done here.
Wait. Don't hang up. Leona wants to talk to you. She's missed you too.
Mommy, I miss you. Mommy, remember the boat you promised me? I want a real yacht, one I can take out on the ocean. When are you buying it? I'm so tired of being stuck with Sarah every day.
She only says she misses me when she wants something, and I gave her everything for those 3 little words. God, I was naive. From now on, don't even think about taking anything else from me.
We'll talk when you're back.
Why did she hang up?
That's not Sarah. If Leona says she misses her, Sarah usually melts. Why was she so cold?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Sarah just sounded wrong. Usually she lingers on the phone with Leona. Today she cut us off.
Do you think she knows something? Marlet called me several times, and I missed every call. What if Hope Haven went sideways? No one's picking up. Shit!
What if something actually happened?
I'll try again. Maybe she's just busy. Marland? Finally, where the hell have you been?
I've been tied up. What's wrong?
What's wrong? You blew up my phone, then vanished when I called back. What the hell is going on?
Oh, I was in California for a charity event. Bad reception.
California? Since when do you just run off to California?
Last minute decision. It's fine. Don't worry.
And the center? The girl? Nothing went wrong?
Don't worry. Everything's fine. I handled it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I have to go. Bye.
She says she was in California and the foster center is fine.
California? Out of nowhere?
She does charity events all the time, doesn't she? Maybe we're overthinking it.
Maybe.
Well, don't let Sarah get in your head. She hasn't noticed a thing in 7 years. She's probably pouting because you didn't take her on the trip.
You're right. Sarah's used to being indulged. The moment she feels left out, she snulks. You're nothing like her. You actually understand me. Honey, we're back.
Mommy, I missed you.
Why is she still this cold? She hasn't seen Leona in almost a week. This isn't the reaction she should be having. Sarah, Leona's birthday party is in 3 days. Your father said he'll announce the heiress there. Are the venue, guest list, and schedule set? Do you need me to step in?
It's handled. Venue, guest list, schedule. My father speaks. The papers are signed. The transfer is announced. 2 hours.
2 hours for an inheritance announcement?
My father approved it. If you object, talk to him.
Leanna, go play in your room. Sarah, 2 hours makes this look small. The board and the press will be there. Don't you think people will say the Crowies are treating Liana's future like an afterthought?
Leona's future? When did you ever care about any child who was actually mine? My father set the schedule. Take it up with him.
There it is again. Hawthorne Crowley, the wall she hides behind. Am I supposed to stay beneath this family forever? Fine. If your father decided it, we'll follow it. But if we're announcing Leona's rights, the right people need to be in that room.
Don't worry. Everyone who belongs there will be there.
Sarah, don't forget, Leona is your daughter.
I know exactly what Leona is to me. Everyone who belongs there will be there. Arthur, it's been too long. You certainly know how to throw a party.
Long time no see.
Sarah, how are you holding up? Very well, thank you. I hear Crowick Energy has been busy.
A few projects are finally moving.
Sarah, we hardly see you in public anymore. Children have a way of shrinking your world. Liera is starting to look just like Arthur.
That's what everyone says.
Who is that? No idea, but she certainly knows how to make an entrance.
Everyone, this is Maya Lopez, my assistant. She's been very helpful at the company, so I wanted you all to meet her.
Arthur, Columbia educated and that beautiful? You do hire well. You flatter me.
Young, polished, always beside Arthur. Interesting.
Maya!
Mrs. Lopez, right? My daughter seems very attached to you. Leona is a sweet girl.
Maya helped with a few of Leona's enrichment classes, that's all.
That's all? Then let's follow each other on Instagram. Teachers and mothers should stay connected, right? Miss Lopez, your Instagram is spotless. No friends, no photos, no life. How unusual.
I don't use social media much. Work keeps me busy, and I never have much to post.
Maya's private. She doesn't put her life online.
Private. Of course.
Mr. Crowley. Mrs. Crowley.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming today.
Mom, Dad,
Sarah. Arthur, is this the assistant you've been spending company money on?
Yes. Maya Lopez, my new assistant.
Where did you find her?
Columbia graduate. Very capable. She helps with my schedule and sometimes with Leona's schoolwork.
A 7-year-old's homework requires an executive assistant now? Sarah can't take care of her own child? Sarah has an Ivy League doctorate. She can handle second-grade worksheets. But apparently you needed a young Columbia graduate for that. You're really quite generous, aren't you?
I didn't think it through.
No, you didn't. And don't confuse access with talent. You sit where you sit because you married my daughter. Without Sarah, you wouldn't be in this room.
Once I have the Crowler fortune in my hands, I'll make every one of them choke on that arrogance.
Dad, you may have embarrassed Ms. Lopez. She's young, beautiful, Columbia educated, and apparently indispensable. With such a beautiful woman by his side, Arthur might not even need me anymore in the future. Don't you think so, Arthur?
Sarah, don't be ridiculous. If Maya makes you uncomfortable, I'll ask her to leave.
No, she came for Leona's birthday. We wouldn't want to be rude. Dad, what's the starting monthly pay for an assistant with no real experience?
A little over 3,000.
Then make hers 4. Consider it a family charity project.
Fine, if that's what you want.
Enjoy your little performance, Sarah. One day, everything here is going to be mine.
Blueberry? I hate blueberry. I want cherry cake.
Blueberry was always Sarah's favorite.
It's my birthday. I want cherry. Cherry! Grandpa, you always take my side. Mommy and Grandma are being mean.
Liana, Sarah loved blueberry cake. But after you were born, she stopped buying it for 7 years. Do you know why? Because you didn't like it.
He used to spoil Liana rotten. Why is he suddenly keeping score?
I don't want blueberry. I hate it. I don't want Grandma either. You're all mean.
Hawthorne and Victoria feel different tonight.
I want cherry. Change it.
What if
change their minds. Leona's inheritance is still safe, right?
But who else do they have? Leona is the only heir. The board papers are signed. Tonight is just theater.
Okay.
Don't cry. It's just cake. Daddy will buy you a cherry cake later, the biggest one they have.
Really?
Have I ever broken a promise to you?
Mr. Crowder, the inheritance documents are ready for your final review.
All right.
Excuse me, everyone. I'm going to give the documents one final look. I'll be right back. Arthur, be useful. Entertain the guests.
Of course. Take your time.
Leona is a sharp little girl. She'll go far. With Arthur guiding her, I'm sure she will.
You're too kind. She's spirited, that's all. She kept us busy as a toddler.
Spirited is good. Smart children usually are. Leona gets that from Arthur. Good genes. Miss Lopez knows exactly what to say. Arthur and Ms. Lopez do make a lovely picture. If I didn't know better, I'd think I was the guest. Miss Crowdy, please. I'm only Mr. Morris's assistant.
Maya, don't stand so far away. I want to be with you.
Miss Crowley, I'm sorry if this is awkward. Leona is just very attached to me. She gets upset when I'm out of sight.
Leona really is attached to Miss Lopez. I've never seen her take to anyone that quickly. Miss Lopez must have a gift with children.
You're very kind. I just treat Leona with patience. Children know who truly cares about them.
Maya has helped with Leona a lot. Naturally, Leona likes her.
Leona, do you like Maya?
Yes, I do.
Enough. Why are you measuring yourself against an assistant? Everyone knows you're my wife.
Thank you for waiting. Now I'll announce the future heiress of Crowley Energy.
Finally. 9 years of smiling for these people, and it all comes down to this.
Say Leona's name, old man. Then everything Sarah was born with becomes mine. Only I deserve all of this.
The Crowley family's fortune, their connections, all of it will be mine. All the years of disdain they've shown me, I'll make every single one of you pay it back.
So what if you just have a good birth? Once I get all of this, you'll still be on your knees begging me.
Crowley Energy will pass to...
Come on. Say Leonon.
My daughter, Sarah Crowley.
Wait, Sarah? I thought Leona was the heir.
You hired an assistant to take care of Leona, didn't you? That frees Sarah to return to the company where she belongs.
But this was settled. You can't just rewrite it in front of everyone.
Rewrite what? Leona is my daughter. My assets will be hers someday. Why does it matter whether she gets them today? But the inheritance documents were signed. You can't treat a corporate succession like a seating chart. Ms. Lopez, Crowley family decisions are made by Crowlers, not assistants. I can change it anytime if I want. Besides, you're an outsider. You have no right to meddle in my family's affairs. I'm Leona's biological mother. The mistress of the Crowley family will be me. An outsider like you getting so worked up, anyone wouldn't know better and might think you're actually Leona's mother.
Sarah, what the hell is that supposed to mean? You changed the heiress without warning. Did you even think about Leona?
Leona is 7. She can wait. You, on the other hand, seem oddly desperate.
It's Leona's birthday. Let's not turn this into a board fight. Let her cut the cake.
Yes, cut the cake!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I wish I could have a different mom. I want to stay with Mommy Maya forever.
Oh, what was that? Kids say things. Surely she didn't mean it.
Liana, enough. Stop talking. She's naughty and rambling. Don't take it seriously.
Lena, go cut the cake with your parents. Yes, cake fixes everything.
Go get your mom. We are cutting the cake as a family.
Mommy Maya, come cut the cake with me.
Leon, stop it. Sarah, she's been around Maya too much lately. She's confused. Don't make this bigger than it is.
Right.
Children don't understand what they're saying. Sarah, let it go. It's a party. Sweetheart, don't call me that. Your mother might feel hurt.
Leona, do you want Maya to be your mother?
All right. Then I hope you get exactly what you asked for.
Sarah, don't be absurd. Everyone knows Leona has one mother, and she was a child. Don't punish her for a sentence.
I'm not punishing her. I'm respecting her. If she wants another mother, I won't stand in her way.
Can someone please talk to her? How ridiculous. Leona made a childish wish. That's all.
Sarah is not a child. If this is her decision, her mother and I support it.
It's Leona's birthday. Let the birthday girl have what she wants.
Exactly. Leona's happiness is what matters tonight, isn't it?
But Dad, she was just throwing a tantrum. Sarah is—
I hate this house! I hate all of you! I don't want to be here!
Sarah, we need to speak privately. What has gotten into you? Ever since Chicago, you've been punishing everyone. First the inheritance, now a child's birthday wish. Is this because I didn't take you to Chicago? You're blowing up our family over a trip? You were never this petty! Sarah, this isn't you.
No, this is exactly me.
Really? Well, I didn't take you to Chicago this time, and you're upset about it. I get it. If you're angry at me, be angry at me. Don't take it out on a 7-year-old. Do you have any idea how much of an impact the things you just said will have on her?
Taking it out on her? Arthur, you really think too little of me. I'm just going along with her wishes. Whoever she wants to call mommy, I'll let her call. What did I do wrong?
This isn't reason! This is you setting fire to our home!
Relax. I haven't even given you your surprise yet.
That's mine. Don't touch my things. Who said you could touch my stuff? Why did you take my doll? Who are you? Who are you? This is my house. That's my doll. Why are you in my toy room? It's not yours. Mommy gave it to me this morning. I don't care. In this house, if I want it, it's mine.
No, I can't cause trouble for Mom.
And if I say you can't play here, you can't. Mommy and my grandparents said I could. This is my house, my rules. If I say no, you don't get to stay. Where'd you get those clothes? Why are they the same as mine? Mommy dressed me. Liar! My mom had those made for me. Who are you?
Thank you all for coming to Leona's birthday. Since we're gathered here, I have a special gift for my husband.
What gift?
Before he opens it, I'd like to tell you a story. The story everyone thought they knew about Arthur and me. A Crowley-Morris love story. Now that's worth hearing. We don't often get Sarah Crowley telling personal stories. 9 years ago, we were students. Arthur wasn't an executive. He was a broke young student with hardly any money to his name, scraping by from one day to the next.
He told me he fell for me the moment he saw me. Then he chased me like I was the only thing he wanted.
Where did you disappear to?
Do you like it? I went to half the city looking for it.
Once, when I was sick in the hospital, he rushed to me and was hit by a car on the way.
Sarah, are you okay? I'm almost there. Are you all right? Why didn't you tell me you were sick? I'm coming.
He was injured, and still all he cared about was me. I thought that was love. My parents didn't agree.
Sarah, he isn't the man for you.
We won't approve this marriage.
I want him. In this lifetime, I choose only him, no matter what any of you say.
To prove himself, Arthur stood outside our estate for 3 days and 3 nights.
Mr. and Mrs. Crowley! I love Sarah! I will spend my life taking care of her. Please give me a chance.
Eventually, my father gave in. Arthur and I married, then Leona came into our lives. So today, I want to thank my husband for 9 years and for the home I thought we had. And I have a special gift for him and Leona.
Sarah, you poor fool.
So the cold expression earlier was just setting the stage. All right,
Giving such a generous gift in front of all these people is her way of saving Mace. 9 years have passed and she's still so easy to appease.
You didn't have to do this. I know I upset you earlier, but I also know you love me and Leona more than anything.
Really? Then guess what I brought you. I promise you'll remember it forever.
Mommy, remember the boat you promised me? I want a real yacht, one I can take out on the ocean. When are you buying it?
Is it the yacht Leona wanted? You actually bought it?
Half right. It does involve Leona. Miss Crowley and Mr. Morris always look like the perfect couple. Exactly. She has poured herself into that husband and child.
I knew it. You could never really turn your back on us, sir.
Don't get sentimental yet. Bring it in.
Take that off. You're not allowed to dress like me. Mommy gave it to me. Liar! My mommy had that made for me. Take it off. Now!
Leona, Miss Crowder brought this girl home. Why don't we go back for cake?
I said take those clothes off her and throw her out. If you don't, I'll have Dad fire you.
Leona, I can't do that.
Fine. Don't listen. You'll regret it.
You always make everything so thoughtful. But you know, we don't need grand gestures. You and Leola are enough for me.
Save the husband of the year speech. I've waited a long time to give you this. I want to see your face when you open it.
A document envelope? Is this the yacht certificate Leona wanted? She made quite a ceremony out of it.
Open it.
What is this?
Do you like it? Since it's already in your hands, read it for everyone.
Sarah, what are you doing? This is Leona's birthday. Don't pull some stunt in front of all these people.
A stunt? Look at me, Arthur. Read.
Since Mr. Morris seems to have lost his voice, I'll read it myself. The DNA report excludes Sarah Crowdy and Leona Morris as biological mother and child. In plain Wingedwish, Leona Morris is not my daughter.
Oh my god, what did she just say?
If Sarah isn't Leona's mother, then who is? Wait, no. Is it her?
No, absolutely not. That report is fake. Leona is your daughter. You gave birth to her, Sarah. Sarah, you know that.
Then explain why the hospital record from that day doesn't match Leona's birth certificate.
Have you lost your mind? It's our daughter's birthday, and you're waving forged papers around like party favors? Have you ever considered how Liesha feels?
What, you think tearing it up makes it disappear? I've got more. As many as you want. Miss Crowdick, please, there has to be a misunderstanding. I don't know where you got this, but humiliating everyone at a child's birthday party won't make it true. How kind of you to worry about everyone's dignity, Miss Lopez. Especially since I haven't even started with you.
Mrs. Crowder, I didn't mean...
You meant I should stay quiet, keep smiling, keep playing mother to a child you put in my arms. Arthur got his gift. Now it's your turn. This one is yours, Miss Lopez. Aren't you going to open it, Mrs. Lopez? You know what's inside better than I do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't? That's strange. You were so involved. Maybe this will help. Leona's real mother, Maya Lopez.
Give me that!
Arthur.
You thought I wouldn't find out?
Sarah, listen to me.
Everyone here tonight is successful in their own right, and many of you have watched Leona grow up. But this report in my hand says it plainly. All this time, her biological mother was standing beside my husband, pretending to be his assistant. Arthur, Sarah loved you. The Crowers gave you everything. How could you do this? We all thought you were respectable. God, what a fraud.
And you, being the mistress and standing here smiling in Sarah's house? Shameless!
Sarah, you want out of this marriage? So you're trying to burn me down with it? Don't listen to her. The report is fake.
She wants a divorce without giving up assets, and she doesn't want the company passing to Liana. This is a setup. She's been planning it.
Miss Crow, understand you don't like seeing me near Arthur. But accusing me of this? How am I supposed to survive this kind of slander?
Slander. That's rich. Then let's move to the photographs.
That's not an assistant. That's his mistress.
Some people really can act. I can't believe it.
Arthur, if I'm inventing this, explain the photos. Did I also drag you into her hotel bed?
It's not what it looks like. The angles are misleading. We were talking about Leona's lessons.
Leona's lessons? In a hotel room? Half-dressed?
Sarah, I made a mistake. Every man makes it.
The Crowley family lifted you to where you are today. And this is how you repay us? By keeping another woman on the side? You switched my baby!
You stole 7 years from me and my daughter.
You let my daughter disappear into foster's care while Maya's child grew up in my nursery.
And now, you want to stand there and call yourself the victim? I'm sorry you all had to witness this. But there are debts that can't be settled in private. These are Arthur's transfers to Maya over the last 9 years. A few thousand at first, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands, then millions. Our marital assets bought her houses and cars. The jewelry, bags, and clothes I thought were mine? Counterfeits. The originals went to Maya Lopez.
Arthur, are you even human? The Crowells gave you a life. Used their money to finance your mistress?
That's not a man. That's a parasite.
And you have the nerve to cry? Sarah Crowley, money doesn't make you God. Arthur and I were together before you ever showed up. What we had was real. You don't get to rewrite that because you bought a marriage! Miss Crowley, where did you get these so-called records? I don't know what twisted reason you have for destroying us today, but this is vicious.
Maya Lopez, the performance is getting tired. Since you won't confess to the money or the affair, let's discuss the hospital. 7 years ago, 2 women, same hospital, same day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And a child named Mallory at Hope Aloma.
I don't know any Mallory! Foster centers are full of children! You're reaching!
Then let me stop reaching and start proving. Annie, bring her in. Bring her in.
It was them. 7 years ago, Arthur Morris and Maya Lopez made me switch the babies.
Bullshit! I don't know this woman. Who paid you, Sarah? Was it Sarah?
7 years. I haven't had one peaceful night. I did something unforgivable, so I kept proof. I knew one day I would have to answer for it.
You've taken the money. Now finish the job. Switch the babies cleanly. No mistakes. No witnesses. You'll get the rest. But if you talk, you know what Arthur and I can do.
You monsters. They were newborns. Newborns! You'll answer for this!
Sarah, you paid this woman to lie because you want me destroyed. Think, everyone, that child was mine too. Why would I switch my own baby?
Arthur is right. Sarah hates me. So she's trying to pin every tragedy in this room on my head. But this is wrong.
Mr. Crowdy, Mrs. Crowdy, you've known me for years. I served this family. I gave everything to it. How could I do something like that?
The evidence is on the table, and you're still lying through your teeth! We were fools to let you into this family. Bring him in!
wrong. God, I was wrong. I'm not even human.
Start talking. Everything. Holding back only makes this worse for you.
I'll tell you everything. Maya is my cousin. She paid me to hurt Mallory and arranged for the child to be sent overseas.
There. Anything you'd like to add? You think this is victory, Sarah? You found a few witnesses, so what? Your precious daughter is probably already under anesthesia.
Dad, there's a kid in my toy room, my clothes, and touching my toys. Make her leave.
No. How? No. This can't be real.
How did she...
Leona, you wanted Maya forever. Now you have her. From this moment on, she is your mother, not me.
Good, I get to be with Mommy Maya.
Antes, take both children to the lounge. I still have business here. Mallory, sweetheart, go with Antes for a little while. Mommy will come get you as soon as this is over.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay.
Leona, please.
Arthur, my parents treated you like their own son. Our family lifted you to where you are today. I gave you everything. My name, my trust, my life. Why wasn't that enough
Sarah,
for
please.
you?
You have to believe me. I was weak. I was stupid. But it was her. Maya, she manipulated me. She kept pushing. Kept telling me once we have the Crowdy assets, we can run away together. She made me believe that was the only way.
Arthur, you spineless coward. You said we'd take the money and get married. Now you're throwing me under the bus?
God, I must have been blind to waste my life on you.
My poor girl. You've suffered so much all these years.
Don't be afraid. The Crowry family will always be the hardest rock behind you. No one touches you again. Not while we're still standing.
Mr. Crowder, Mrs. Crowder, I know I was wrong. I served this family for years. Let me go, and I'll disappear. You'll never see me again. Sarah, we were married for 9 years. Can you really erase all of it just like that? I'm Mallory's father. I can change. She just came back. Don't take her father from her too.
You don't get to use the word father. I will never forgive you. And every year my daughter suffered. You will pay back with interest.
Arthur Morris, Maya Lopez, you are under arrest for suspected child trafficking, attempted intentional injury, and multiple related charges. Janice Marlant, you are also coming with us for further questioning.
It's over. You and Mallory are not alone anymore.
Mom, Dad, the worst is behind us. Now I just want to be Mallory's mother and give her back every year they stole.
Mom! Grandpa! Grandma!
I'm sorry, Mallory. Mommy took too long to find you. Our girl is home.
With Grandpa here, no one will ever bully you again.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Crowder. She's a lovely child. You can see it right away. Your daughter is home? That's wonderful news. The Crowder family is only going to get stronger from here.
The worst is over, Miss Crowder. Better days from here.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Playing dead? Get Look who it is. Designer dresses, luxury bags, and now prison cotton.
Maya, wasn't it? The mistress who thought she could steal a whole family?
What, the Cateria not Michelin enough for you? Sarah, everything you have will be mine someday. How did I end up here? This wasn't supposed to be my life.
It was my greed, my vanity. I'm sorry.
If I could have a second chance, I wouldn't reach for things that were never mine to take.
Sarah, you came. I'm sorry. I am so sorry for what I did to you.
Arthur, an apology doesn't resurrect the years you stole.
If that's all you have,
We're done.
I know what I did was unforgivable. I'm not asking you to forgive me.
All I ask is, when Mallory's older, if you could you tell her that her father actually did love her?
I didn't come here to listen to your empty words. I just wanted to see, with my own eyes, what's left of a man who could do this to his own daughter.
What he looks like after losing everything.
She's still young. One day.
You don't deserve that. Forgiveness? She won't forgive you. She doesn't even know who you are. And I never want her to find out that a man like you exists in this world.
Mom, look what I drew.
It's beautiful. Sweetheart, draw for a minute, okay? I need to speak with Annie.
Did you find him? Yes. William Lopez, Maya's father. He lives out in the country, gets by on a pension and a small ranch. Modest life. By all accounts, decent.
And Leona? How has she been lately?
She's at the suburban house, as instructed. Contact William, tell him everything. Give him enough money to take Leona and start over. Once she's gone, she has no further tie to the Crowley family.
I'll take care of it. Today.
Yes, Miss Crowley.
She looks just like Maya did at that age.
Mr. Lopez, this is Leina. Leina, you'll be living with your grandfather from now on.
Come on, sweetheart. Grandpa will take you home.
I don't want to.
Miss Crowley asked me to give you this. It's enough for you and Leela to begin again. She's trusting you to do right by the child.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Crowley. I'll take care of her, I promise.
I have a small ranch. A few lambs, one old horse. It isn't fancy, but it's home. Come with me?
Miss Crowley, since you took over, quarterly revenue has doubled. The board approved your new proposal unanimously. The filings? Being fast-tracked.
Mrs. Crowley.
Sit, everyone. Two items. First, the second half priority projects need tighter pacing. Second, cost control needs to get sharper. Objections? Calvin, have the lawn trimmed this weekend. Mallory wants to host a picnic with her classmates.
Of course, Miss Crowley.
Oh, give it here. You've been fighting that thing for 20 minutes.
I'm almost done. Don't touch it. This is for my granddaughter.
Fine. Hand it over before you break the wings.
All right, engineer, show me. Now this is a life.
It is. Sarah has the company running smoothly, and we just stay home and spend time with the kids. Couldn't ask for a better retirement. Look at us just talking away. It's almost 4. Time to pick up Mallory from the stables. She had her riding lesson today.
That's right. So you going or me? Me. You went yesterday. So today, it's my turn.
Let me go. I promised her we'd shop for picnic supplies after class.
No way. I already have her gift ready. I have to be the one to pick her up.
Mom, Dad, didn't we agree that since I'm off early today, I'd be the one to pick her up?
So why are you two here again? Well, we don't have anything else to do at home anyway. Coming early puts my mind at ease. Every extra minute with her counts.
Besides, now that we're here, you're not going to send us back, are you? See? I've already got her gift ready.
Mom, Grandpa, Grandma, you're all here.
Of course. Full escort service for our little princess.
Look what Grandpa brought you, sweetheart.
Wow. Thank you, Grandpa.
You're welcome.
Are you hungry? I had the kitchen make your favorite apple pie. Let's go home and eat, okay?
Yes, okay.
Home we go.